TalkRadioX.com. Our good friends over there at SRN, the Spirit of South York in Canada, as Ross would say.
Canada.
I don't know why he used to always say that. He'd be like, Canada.
Now I'm getting yelled at because nobody can turn onto the station.
Nobody can turn onto the station. Well, I've had a lot of people say that in the past.
When are you going to go FM, Jiggy? I'm just curious.
Not in Kansas. That's
Why?
never going to happen.
Why?
They do not like me here.
It doesn't matter that if you have money to buy the thing, it doesn't matter. They can not like you all they want.
He buys everything.
I'm just going to wait for Clear Channel and everybody to go broke, and then when they fire sale,
dude, just go AM.
I'll be able to pick them up.
Just go AM. You do mostly talk radio anyway. You could bring the AM.
Bring it back.
Bring it back, dude.
I've thought about setting up an AM transmitter on the Wiley building downtown, and then being able to broadcast for. It'd be low power, but I could broadcast down Main Street.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Hey, dude, KWBW radio, and I worked at when I worked at the KWBW radio, their station was not that powerful, and it still hit everywhere in Hutch.
I figure at some point all these old radio people are going to either die or lose their spots, and then I'll have a shot. But
He's holding out.
During our song break, I discovered that Pinky over here, Thailand's man of the moment,
flavor of the week,
flavor of the minute, as Cousin Chris would say. Apparently, you are related somehow to Gary Mandeville, a.k.a. from this broadcast, our P1s know him as Gary the Indian guy.
Yep, I used to go to high school with his daughter.
And he used to tell me that he had this brother named Skeeter.
Skeeter
Mandeville.
Yes, there was a story about that.
Skeeter. Who is Skeeter?
Skeeter,
That's not...
He never told me how the name started. It's just everybody started singing this song about him. There's a Skeeter on my Peter Whack It Off.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody's doing it.
There's a Skeeter on my Peter Whack It Off.
Yeah,
wow.
That's what everybody used to make fun of him for.
Well, Gary is very famous because he used to get trashed out of his mind at the Leon apartment, and he would go wandering down Main Street. And there was several times where myself and Shatner, a.k.a. Michael J. Myers, would go out and we'd have a running tape recorder. And we would have Gary drunk, and he'd talk about all sorts of different things.
Sounds interesting.
He'd talk about how women got cracks in them. He would talk about falling from heaven. He would talk about all sorts of crazy crap. He talked about how he could break into any business in the downtown Hutchinson area and get away with it because he knew a judge. And
I know a judge, but they don't like me.
It's usually the way it is.
He also was the whole reason that the Leon apartments caught fire one time, because he cooked some beans and left the premises and went to the game store and played Magic all morning. And just left the beans going. And then everybody woke up and they're like, oh my God, there's a fire. And that's when the people that were sleeping at my apartment, which was Diana, Christy's sister, and Shatner, and this little tiny guy that Diana was banging at the time, I'd nicknamed him Midget Barbarino.
Wow.
They immediately hear fire and run down the fire escape. Christy Stump hears fire and goes, why are they all going down the fire escape?
It was a fire.
And I had to look at her and I'm like, thank God you're the breadwinner. And that was the one where I told her, I said, you need to, we've got to get down on the floor, and we've got to duck we've got to crawl underneath the smoke to get to the stairs. And she's like stop, drop, and roll. And I'm like, no, that's if you are on fire, you idiot. And she, we went down the hallway, and I said, okay, we got to get down the stairs. And she's like, I'm not taking the stairs this early in the morning. And I said, you're taking an elevator? It's a fire. And she's like, so? Fire!
That'll come every time.
I feel like it's the Jim Rome show. We've got live drops from Sean's story every time I sing. So I take the stairs. I get down there. Everybody's like, "Where's Christy?" And I'm like, "Oh, she's coming. She's on the elevator." And she gets out front, and they're like, "How'd you take the elevator?" And she goes, "It's just a fire. Not a big deal." And so Gary then comes back to the apartment 3 hours later, after all of this is done, is pissed off, not because his door's been kicked in, not because he almost burned the whole place down. He's mad because the cops turned the stove off and ruined his beans. So, but I guess Gary's not an alcoholic anymore.
No, actually, he quit.
He quit drinking, and as you can tell, he's not on the show anymore, which means that since he quit drinking, he's no fun. No, but and then of course Adam Pena over here, he is the one that brought us the update. Told me, I don't know what it was, probably 3 months ago, that little Dwayne, the little black retarded guy who used to wash dishes over at the Anchor Inn, he has. The professor's back. He.
Have you figured out how to time travel yet?
I think he's on his way to figuring out how to time travel. He's gonna time travel back and not take that 3-hour cruise. But I don't know. Why did I get? I said 3-hour cruise, and all of a sudden a picture of Andrew Dice Clay popped up in my head. What the hell is that all about?
Wow, talk about
Get
time
out of
traveling.
my head, Dice Clay! But this whole deal. Who is that? Who is calling? London calling?
I think so.
Who is it?
Very important business call.
Apparently. Well, Cousin Chris believes that Dwayne is institutionalized, but he believes he's institutionalized in a casket.
Oh, wow.
I think he's like, we haven't seen him. I said no, because he's locked up. Well, that means he's dead. And I'm like, so
Automatically he's dead.
he's automatically just dead.
It's got to be the...
So I don't know. We've got some contention that because Dwayne was another one that used to be on this show all the time when I lived at the Leon Apartments. The other guy being Cowboy Vic, and of course, as we all know, Cowboy Vic is now locked up in the Salina jail system because he met a couple on the internet and sent them photos of himself.
Oh, wow.
They turned him in. Yes, as you can tell, I hang out with a lot of unscrupulous individuals. People who start fires, people who burn things to the ground.
I think Mitch and Mike would agree with that.
Speaking of people who burn things to the ground, I want to congratulate Terrence Hayes last night.
How did that go?
He did his show in the Great Wichita, Kansas at the Hub. And apparently, they must have had a heck of a lot of people show up because he had no complaints. He said everybody did their part. And
Yeah, I messaged him last night, and he said that it went good. So, good for him. That's good.
So, I, of course, have nicknamed him the funniest man in America because that used to be James Davis's gimmick. But
I thought Terrence was the Pope of comedy, or
he's the
what
Pope
is it?
of comedy.
'Cause
Yes,
the Pope's about to speak.
that's another one. He's the Pope of comedy.
So is there an archbishop too, or how does that work?
Archbishop.
Yeah.
We need to figure out who the Archbishop.
We should
of
ask him
comedy
about
is.
that.
Maybe Sean Story could be the Archbishop of comedy.
Want to do stand up?
Have you thought about doing comedy?
I
Swanky?
not really, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not really good at thinking on my feet, but then sometimes I am. Just depends on how drunk I am.
Yeah, so we'll give him some Fireball. It'll be all right.
Well, the roast wasn't bad. You had some good lines there.
I thought I did, but
did my roast.
I wasn't near as funny as Tom was. Tom was freaking hilarious.
Tom's just he's a witty guy,
He delivers it well too.
He's a witty guy.
I tend not to deliver jokes very well because I have a very dry sense of humor. But then when I deliver it, people think I'm serious.
Yeah.
See, when I tell a joke, I laugh regardless, even if I'm the only one laughing. I was like, you know what? I found it funny.
Hey, they always say the mark of a comedian is the guy that laughs at his own jokes, which
There you
I do
go.
constantly. So that means I'm a bad comedian.
There you go. You are the Archbishop of comedy.
I am the Archbishop of comedy. That is going to be my new gimmick. I'm going to write that down. The Archbishop of comedy. That goes right up there with what is it? the head jigger in charge.
The head jigger in charge.
Snaggletooth Jaguar, which that doesn't work anymore because I got them fixed.
I got them fixed.
He got them FIX.
If you would have seen, I had chiclets for teeth. Okay, that's pretty much what's going on here.
Oh wow.
Emerson McJiggins. What was another one? The man. What was it? Man with Jigtacular Vernacular. That was another one.
I like that one.
And then, of course, there was the No Talent Hack Internet Radio DJ, which was, of course, one that was given to me by our buddy Thomas Lamb.
He just hates everything and everyone.
Elliot Lundemo called me.
And he's such a media god, man.
Doing big things.
Such a media god, you know.
Wasn't he the one that said that the local music scene in Kansas and Hutch in particular is dead? I think was.
Yeah, I think it's alive. Yeah, yeah, I think it's. I think we're doing all right, man.
God, I wish he could have been here to see that Percy's Heart show last summer. When there was like 300 people in the park.
I know we sent him some good pictures from several Voss shows, so you know,
yeah.
I'm sure he liked it.
I hope he appreciated the bird gift we gave him.
Now,
the gift of the bird.
I was at one point called by him, and I don't know why this was, because I still don't know what this means. But the Joe Dirt of the local industry. What the hell does that mean?
You know what's funny about that is it's like in a way he's trying to put you down, but in another way he actually put you up.
Yeah.
He really did, because the story of Joe Dirt, even regardless that it's kind of dumb and it's supposed to be funny, it's actually a good story, man. It's about the underdog coming up.
That's right.
And I just think that I'm just like, okay, you're the underdog, and he's going up.
Oh,
I'll say, look what you're doing now, and what's he doing? I don't know. I don't hear much about him.
He's doing. I wish I could get someone in Wichita to call us back so we could do more things in Wichita.
I mean, I don't even. Who's Thomas Lamb again?
Who is Thomas Lamb, exactly? I was called the most, I was called by my old boss, the most mediocre radio personality in North Central Kansas.
North Central Kansas.
Yes. Jizzy Garizzi.
Sounds like a porn name.
I was called this by an ex-coworker of mine, a friggin' moron.
He's got a whole list over there.
Psycho Pervert from Hell. And then, of course, there's another one that Thomas called me, which I really don't get this. The Rat Out from the Roach Motel. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You're a rat.
Mixing two things that don't go together.
Sounds like Jennifer came out of the building.
Oh, my
God. Boom.
Yeah.
If Keyboy was here, he'd be like, don't talk crap about my girl. But,
Are you serious?
I think he's joking when he says
No, he has to be,
know.
'cause I think I know his girlfriend. So.
No, I don't think he's with her anymore.
Really? Again?
Yeah, well,
God!
God!
Man, can't keep up with this shit.
Hey, man, it's the rap game, you know.
It's the rap game.
Not talking down on it, but it's a whole nother scene.
I mean, love him and leave him. I guess that's the way it is.
Eating baby.
You're gonna eat babies? What?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
actually,
that's been like a delicacy for the last 150 years.
well, it's just like people eating placentas.
Libido.
Yep. I'm going there just to do that.
I'm going there just to do that. That's awesome.
Pena's all about eating the placenta too.
Well,
We got to make sure to throw a plug out for the Reverb Nation page.
yeah.
Oh yeah, River Nation. That's true. I forgot about and victimsofspotlight.com.
Do you guys have your press kit together yet?
Yeah. Let's
Your
go.
electronic press kit?
It's ready.
I heard at one point, Twinkie, that you did not know what an EPK was.
No,
I tried to make
Colton
one.
didn't.
I tried to make one, and apparently, allegedly, you can't make like your own EPK and send somebody a link to your website, and there'll be like an EPK tab. Apparently, it is too much work for somebody who books bands, okay, to go to a fucking website and click the EPK fucking tab and say, okay, well, there's everything you need to know on one page. I just need all condensed in one simple version. Okay, the fucking the version of an EPK. No, it pisses me off. Okay, the Reverb Nation fucking EPK. Do you know what it is? It's a picture. It's a little like TV video, and it's your fucking songs on the media player. You know what? You know what else has that? The homepage on our website.
That's right.
Now you tell me what the difference is.
That'll be on next Sunday's show.
That'll be next Sunday's show.
Well, I mean, no, we gotta wait till the end of the year.
Yeah. Wait till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, next Sunday, I can have it made tomorrow. My Facebook.
I can have it made tomorrow. This guy is a go-getter. I'm surprised he's still here, Tylen.
And especially because he'll probably eventually be added to the boneyard.
He's going to be the webmaster on it. He's going to control the website and everything.
You know what's funny, Tylen? I had a whole bunch of people tell me that when they seen you with the whatever he was last week, I honestly tried not to learn his name the entire week because I didn't think he'd be around for a week. But
at least Jiggy knows your name.
Yeah, I know his name because he's successful. Once Tylen realizes he's kind of a go-getter, he's got to get out. As far as there was a lot of people that thought you were going to marry that guy.
I was going to marry Josh?
Yep.
Oh.
So.
How was that? Why did they think that?
I don't know. You guys look like you fit together. That's what I was told.
A lot of things fit together.
Hey, Jiggy, are you a game man?
A game man?
Am I a game man?
Yes.
Like video games or having game?
Computer games.
Because obviously I don't have any game. Because look around on the wall.
This is what he does.
I have a lot of time to interview bands and do things with the radio.
The better way to ask that would have been, are you a gamer?
Yeah, I say. At first, I was like, "Are you a game?
Are you a game man? Like, do you mean is he gay or a game?
Are you asking if
do you
he's
have
available?
a game? Do you want to play a game?
Asking if he is available. I used to play Red Alert and Command and Conquer like crazy. Me and the great Shatner broke 2 laptops trying to play all the Command and Conquer games at one point over a Christmas holiday.
Me and one other person, very good.
Now the professor back there is a big fan of Age of Empires or whatever the hell that is.
Dude, I've been playing Gotham City Imposters on Xbox 360, and I know that it's available for Steam on the network. You can play over, but that game is awesome.
Does that have anything to do with like steampunk?
Me and my friend, we
CM
got
Punk?
together because we like, if you've ever seen the anime,
CM Punk, the only video game site that walks away.
Oh, nice.
I shouldn't make these nasty comments, but let's do this. Twinkie, do you have another song in you?
He has lots of songs.
I've got lots of songs in me, bro.
Okay, well let's